Hello there and welcome to the Zoom tutorial. Now, once you've downloaded Zoom, which should be Zoom Client for Meetings, the icon should look like this, and there'll be two options, join a meeting and sign in. Now, you'd only join a meeting for the interview, material training, or any other meetings we have with you, and you'd enter the meeting ID that we give you. Now you'd sign in to practice using Zoom and also for regular lessons when you receive your login details. The demo will also be held on an account that we give you the details to. Now when you open, the window should look like this, and there's a few options. Start with video, without video, join, schedule and share screen. The join button is the same that's on the login window, and you'd never click schedule or share screen. So I usually start with video at the beginning of my lessons. So I'm ready if the student's already there, and if they're not there, I'll just click stop video at the bottom right here. And then I'll click mute also. So as you can see right now, the levels are going green. This means that my mic is going through. I'll just click mute. Okay, before the interview, it's important to check that your mic and your headphones are working. So you can do that by clicking this arrow here. You can test speaker and microphone. And also if you click audio settings, you can just make sure that your computer audio is connected by making sure this is ticked. Okay, let's get into the controls. We have the invite button here. You will never need to click this. The students will always have your meeting ID and will come to you. Then we have the manage participants button. If I click this, I can mute and unmute myself and the students from here too. I can also rename myself and the students. So if the student has their Chinese name in Chinese symbols, you just rename them to their English name so you can call them in the lesson easily. Now we also have the More button here, where you have a few different options, but the most important one is Lock Meeting. You'd click this after the student you're having a lesson with has entered the room, so no other students can enter after the meeting is locked. Okay, let's go to Share. This is one of the most important things to be able to navigate in Zoom. If I click this, I can see all of the windows that I currently have open on my computer. So as you can see here, the first option will always be Screen. If I share this with the students, they'll be able to see everything on my computer, including the taskbar, desktop background, etc. So you'd never want to click this during lessons. Next, we have the whiteboard. You'll use this quite a lot, so it's important to be able to share that easily. So we have the same options up here that we have on the main page: unmute, start video, manage participants. Here's the More button. New Share, which you'll click to share a different window during the lesson. Pause Share, which you'll never need to click. And the Pen button, which says Whiteboard. If I click this, another toolbar will appear, and it has all the tools that I will use in a lesson. So it's important that you follow along during this part and get a good feel of how the different tools work. First of all, let's click the Text button. I'm just going to put hello 1, 2, 3. And then there we have text. So this is where you'd write any sentences with the student during the lesson, or if you have some things for homework or anything that you want them to remember, you'd write them here. I can move this text around by clicking select and then clicking on the text. Next we have the draw button. If I hover over this, there's many different drawing tools, different pens. I'll just put a box there and another box. So you can use this at your own discretion depending on what you think is needed in a lesson. Circling text, putting a box around text, highlighting text. And the next button is Spotlight. If I click this little wand here, a red spotlight will appear, and I can use this to follow text while the student is reading. Now the next button is the eraser. This is to erase individual items that the student or myself have drawn. Next we have Format. Now I can change the color of the pen tools and the text, also the width of the different tools and the font. So to do this to text I've already written, I'd click Select, double click the text, highlight it, and then click on a color. I'll just change the size also. And here we have enlarged text, and it's in a different color. Now next we have the undo and redo button. So this is self-explanatory. I can undo everything I've done and redo. Okay, next is the clear button. Here I can clear all drawings. This means mine and the student's drawings. I can just clear my drawings, and I can just clear the student's drawings with this third option here. If during the lesson you've typed out some sentences or given the student homework that you want to send them in their report, you click the Save button here, and it will screenshot the entire whiteboard or any screen that you're sharing. So you can later send that to them in the report or the homework. Just a note, you will not need to do this during the demo lesson. Okay, so that's the tools. Please take a few minutes to play around with those and get used to them. And next, I'm going to click New Share. You'll do this a lot during lessons, so it's important that you get used to this. Now, for example, I want to go from the whiteboard to the book we're reading. I'll just click New Share, click on the window that has the book open, and this will share the book. Now, let's just zoom in to the text down here. If I wanted them to read this part, I just say, can you read this part for us, please? And then they'd read that. And then, for example, if I wanted to go back to the whiteboard, I'll just do that. And then I'm going to go back to the book. Notice how the drawing has disappeared. Now, with every drawing that you do that is not on the whiteboard, it will disappear. So if you've written something important that you want the student to later on refer back to, it's important that you click Save. So then that important writing will not be lost. Okay, also the button here, when you're not on the whiteboard, it changes to Annotate and it doesn't say whiteboard anymore, but you can just remember the pen to bring this toolbar up. When you share your screen, when you watch a video, it's really important to click Share Computer Sound. If you don't click this, your student will not be able to hear the audio from the video. So just make sure you always click this when you're playing a video. Now I'm just going to click New Share and go to Google. Now let's say I want to show the student the world map. Here we have images. Now it's important during your lessons to click Safe Search and filter explicit results, just to keep your material clean and that nothing unwanted comes up during the lesson. Now if I wanted to stop sharing, I just click this Stop Share button, and then we'll get back to the main page and I'll be able to see the student here. I'll be on one side and the student will be on the other side. And when it comes time to end the meeting, you can click End Meeting here, or just simply the Close button, and then End Meeting for all. You can also do this while you're sharing your screen by hovering over More and just clicking End Meeting, and the same window will pop up, End Meeting for all. Alright, and there we have it. That would be the end of your lesson, and you'd wait until your next lesson. Now, a handy little thing, if you click Settings right here, under General, you have Show My Connected Time. Now, if you click this, it doesn't mean that your local time will be shown in the meeting. It means that when you click at the beginning of the lesson, you can see how long you've been in the meeting. So at 29 minutes, for example, you can start wrapping the lesson up and close at the specified time. You'll also be able to see that when you share your screen too at the top, just like this. Please have a good play around with the controls and contact me if there's anything you need help with, and I'll be sure to get back to you straight away.